Hey, sixth graders, Miss Zimmerman back again. Okay, if you just finished watching my last video, you saw how to convert between standard units and metric units and how to convert between standard and metric. Okay, so I'm gonna do one more problem like that just as an example, just to make sure that you remember how to do it. And then today's lesson is going to be comparing the two, seeing which one's going to be bigger. So I'm just gonna jump right in and share my screen with you. There it is, okay. Also, again, you're gonna want your calculator and your math fact folder so that way you have your conversion chart, okay? I'm going to head up to the board and we're going to get started. All right, so my very first problem is just gonna be a quick review, okay? So we're taking 1,500 feet and we wanna know about how many meters is that going to be, okay? So I'm gonna start with the number that they give me, 1,500 feet, and I'm gonna multiply that by a fraction, okay? I start with feet, so that goes on the bottom, and I wanna end in meters, so I put that on the top. My paper tells me that in 1 foot, there are 3/10 of a meter. So feet cancel. All I have left is meters, and I'm gonna multiply straight across. 1,500 times 3/10. Okay, calculator. 1,500 times 3/10 is 450. Works out evenly, so we don't even have to round. So I have 450 meters over, remember, we can put a 1 here, so it's like 1 times 1, which is 1. So 450 over 1 is 450 meters. Okay, now that you've gotten that review, let's look at a little bit of a different type of problem right here. All right, so it says to complete each statement using less than or greater than. So here we have 15 gallons and 50 liters. Which one's going to be bigger? Well, in order to compare, we're gonna have to get these to the same unit, right? You can't compare gallons to liters, they're not even the same thing. So it doesn't matter, you pick whichever one you want, okay? I'm just gonna pick the liters so I have more room to work over here. So I'm gonna take 50 liters times a fraction. I start with liters and it says, remember, I need to get it to gallons, so I'm gonna go right here, okay? And then if I look at my paper, it says that 1 gallon is 3 79/100 of a liter. Okay, my liters cancel, so I know my final answer is going to be gallons. I'm gonna multiply straight across. 50 times 1 is 50, and 1 times 3.79 is 3 79/100. Okay, that's just a division problem. So my calculator will tell me to do 50 divided by 3.79. Ooh, okay, so we've got a big number here. So the first whole number is going to be 13. I'm going to keep that. Then I need the 1 and the 9. The 2 that comes next tells me to stay the same. I don't need to round up. So 50 liters is the same thing as 13.19 gallons. Oops. So what's bigger, 15 gallons or 13 19/100? 15 gallons. So we're going to use the greater than symbol. Okay, let's look at another one. Here we go, next one. I have 360 grams, oh, shouldn't be an equal sign there, and 14 ounces. Which one's going to be bigger? So let's just take the 14 ounces and turn that into grams. So I'm going to times by a fraction, put grams on the bottom, and ounces on the top. No, wait, I did that backwards. See, this is why you gotta pay attention. We wanna put ounces on the bottom so that way they match, and then we're trying to turn it into grams. And if I look at my paper, 1 ounce is 28 3/10 of a gram, okay? My ounces are gonna cancel, and then I just multiply straight across. So 14 times 28 3/10 is 396.2. So 396.2 grams. Now we can compare. What's bigger, 396 or 360? We know 396 and 2/10 is going to be bigger. Okay, let's probably do one more. All right, next one we're going to do is 15 gallons or 50 liters. Okay, so I'm just going to take 50 liters and turn that into a gallon. Okay, so I have, oops, let me get my marker, 50 liters times a fraction. Okay, we're starting with liters. We need to end with a gallon. Okay, my table tells me that 1 gallon is 95 hundredths of a liter. So liters cancel. I'm going to be left with a gallon. Okay, multiply straight across. 50 times 1 is 50, and 1 times 95 hundredths is 95 hundredths. Grab my calculator. 50 divided by 0.95 is 52 and 631. So the 1 tells us to stay the same. So 52 and 63 tenths. What is it? 52 and 63 gallons. So what's bigger? 15 gallons or 52 gallons? Well, definitely the 50. Did I divide that right? 50 divided by 0.95. I did. Okay. Definitely the 50 liters is going to be bigger. Okay. That's it, boys and girls. That's how you compare the two. You just have to get to the same unit of measure so you can compare them and then figure out what's bigger. Okay. Now, if you're ever looking at your chart and there's a conversion that you can't find, you have two options. One, you could just Google it, right? And you could figure out what's the conversion if it's not on here. Or you could use what is on here to figure that out. But I'll let you problem solve that by yourself or Google it. And good luck.